Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Flashpoint show. I am Keyshia Gitangu, and it is amazing to have you guys back here. Now, today on the health segment, we'll be talking about a very common disease, diabetes. But even better yet, we will be hearing it from a nutritionist point of view. Now, in the building, I have a great nutritionist with me. Karibu sana to the show. Kindly introduce yourself to our viewers.
Thank you. Hi guys, my name is Mary Njoki. I am a nutritionist. I am running a program on reversal of diabetes type 2 and weight management. I am also a part-time oncology nutrition student. Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know there's nutrition in oncology, so that's already something new for me that I've learned. We're happy to have you here. So you can start us off by sharing with us your journey into becoming a nutritionist.
Thank you. So throughout my life, I've wanted to be a doctor since I was young. You know, like how you were asked, what do you want to be? So I've always said, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor because I've always had the fantasy of having the stethoscope, the lab coats, you know. The doctors are fancy. Yeah. I've always seen doctors as fancy. Yeah. So when I was a kid, I wanted to be a doctor. So throughout my studies, I've always worked toward that. So unfortunately, in 2016, things happened. Matiang'i happened. You know, you all know the story. Yeah. So I didn't perform as well. Like I didn't get the grades za kunifikisha kufanya medicine. So I was looking for now what is the one thing that I can do to actually heal people. So that's when I landed the nutrition profession. Yeah. So I went to the Kimathi University, and unfortunately or fortunately, we were the first lot, like ndio program ilikuwa imeanza ya nutrition pale. So we were 13 in class. So that was also not helping because I am a people person. Like I love walking into a class full of people. I love the fights in classes. I don't know. So I had the fantasy. So when we went to Kimathi, there were a few people, we didn't have people to look up to. It wasn't really encouraging, you know. So when I started as a nutrition student, I wasn't like psyched up, you know. Yeah. But along the way, the school noticed that people wanted to shift. Watu wanataka kwenda food science, watu wanataka kwenda mechanical engineering, watu wanataka kuhamia other schools, you know. So the school noticed, and they brought us mentors, like people from KNDI who would come and tell us that this is something actually, like they explained to us now what is nutrition, because I didn't, you know, throughout my life I've looked in one direction, so I didn't like know many things. So hata kama niko nutrition and I know it's about healing people with food, I didn't like get the real idea about how, you know. So when people used to come, they would tell us this is actually a good thing, you're going to do this. So I started getting the idea, you know. So with time, now going to attachment, you meet doctors and you actually see we are doing close to the same thing, you know. They are healing people with medicine, but now we are healing people with food. You know, it's essential. You know, mkiwa pale ward round, daktari ako pale anasema this patient has this and this and this. They probably have low sodium levels. Nutrition is what should we do? You know, you're there telling them eat this, put this amount of salt. So with time, I got really warm to it. So with time, I got to meet people also who are doing great things, people who are doing reversal of diseases like diabetes, you know. So I got to know people, and now we are here after I completed now my internship. So I started this program about reversal of diabetes type 2, and now weight management. If people want to increase weight, I can help. People want to lose weight, I can help. People with cardiovascular issues, I can help, you know. Yeah, so that's where we are.
That's the journey.
Yes.
Your story is very inspiring, because I think we always have the mindset that when someone is doing something, it's because when they were born, that's what they wanted to do. But you see, for you, it came as an option B. You didn't like it at first, but look at yourself thriving right now. So your story is very inspiring. So you can start us off by telling us what exactly is diabetes?
Diabetes is a condition where your body fails fails to produce insulin, or the insulin that is produced does not work. So there are different types of diabetes. There's gestational diabetes. Gestational diabetes is diabetes that develops when someone is pregnant. So your body fails to respond to the insulin that is produced. There's also the second type is diabetes type 1, which is an autoimmune condition where your immune cells attacks the cells that produce insulin from your body. So this type of diabetes, you have to depend on insulin. So you have had people who depend on insulin from childhood, like mtu ni mtoto, so they have to inject insulin. Yes. So there's also another type inaitwa diabetes type 2. And it is the one that we are dealing with in my program. So this one develop over time. So for the longest time, imeitwa late onset diabetes. But with the current venye vitu ziko siku hizi, it just occurs even from childhood because of lifestyle factors. Yes.
Okay. So type 2 diabetes is mostly caused by lifestyle?
Yes. Let me explain. Yes. So your pancreas produces a substance inaitwa insulin. When you eat your food, it is digested into sugars, amino acids, fatty acids. Zenye zinaenda into the blood. Sawa. So your pancreas produces insulin enye inachukua insulin works specifically on carbohydrates, sugars. Sawa. Ndio maana unasikianga diabetes inaitwa ni ugonjwa wa sukari. But sugar, people forget that sugar si sukari ile ya chai. When food is digested, carbohydrates are digested, zinaenda kwa damu kama sukari. Sawa. Glucose. Sawa. So when you eat food, it is digested, inakuwa sukari, inaenda into the bloodstream. So pancreas ikiproduce insulin, hii insulin kazi yake ni kuchukua ile sukari from the blood, inaipeleka kwa cells zenye zinafanya kazi. So hii sukari kazi yake inakuanga kusaidia mwili yako kufanya kazi, like kuona, kufikiria, kutembea. Sawa. So you need this sugar. Yes. So insulin, pancreas produce insulin inachukua the sugars from the blood, inaipeleka where it is supposed to work. So mtu mwenye ako na diabetes, so your pancreas is either not producing insulin. That is for the people with diabetes type 1, ile autoimmune. So there's also the type 2 where insulin ikiproduciwa, your cells refuse to respond to the insulin. So insulin inaweza tuma signal iseme chukua hiyo sukari enda ukafanya kwa zile cells za gluteus. But your cells refuse to take that glucose. So glucose inabaki kwa damu mingi. So this glucose settle inatolewa kwa kidneys. So that's where you find watu wako na diabetes anapata kidney issues. Inaenda kwa cells, inaform vitu zinaitwa plaque that zinafanyanga naanza kupata mtu wako na cardiovascular issues. Juu zikienda zisettle kwa blood vessels, the blood vessels zinakuwa ndogo, so you find you have cardiovascular issues. Yes. Yeah, so that's basically so diabetes is when your body either does not produce insulin or the insulin that is produced is not responded to. Okay. Yes. Okay.
The increase of diabetes cases amongst the youth has become really rampant. Why do you think that is happening? What exactly are we doing wrong?
Yes, as I have said, so diabetes kitambo, like diabetes type 2 used to be called late onset diabetes. Yeah, but siku hizi it is unapata hata mtu wako 20 amekuwa diagnosed na diabetes type 2 because so as I said when you eat food, it's digested, insulin inatolewa kuendea the sugars from the blood. So when you're used to giving your body a lot of work, a lot of like you keep eating these carbohydrates, so the pancreas is always producing. So with my patients, I like to use the analogy of a balloon. You see like how you blow a balloon and at first you blow less air before it fills up, right? Yeah. So with time you will need to fill it with more air and your giant ile very tight. Yeah. So for mtu mwenye ndio develop diabetes, So you have overworked your pancreas. So it keeps producing insulin. It keep produce. So with time, it's either too much or the pancreas, the cells are tired. If I may say in layman's terms, the cells are tired.
Okay.
So that is what I am saying. The youth sasa tunakulanga tu. Yeah? Kama pale campus, you want to just eat for convenience. Unataka uchukue ugali na mayai ukisukuma. Unataka uchukue uende KFC, ukule fries and something else, you know? Unataka ukule keki na chai. You want to take, you know, we youths have gone for convenience. We are doing the easy fix. You know, we want to, hatutaki stress, hautaki kupika three sufurias. Utaki uende upike, seme utapika nini? Hatutaki ugali skuma na something else. Unataka tu ugonge ugali na mayai ukisonga. You don't want to go to the portion meal. You want to you just want to buy hostess because it's apparently sweet or it is it's cool. Utaki kuonekana ukienda kwa portion meal. Yeah, so that's why it's rampant among us right now because people are not taking care of themselves. Kitambo, people used to eat from the roots. There were other forms of malnutrition, but haikuwa sana vitu kama diabetes. Because sana ulikuwa unapata mama yako hata akiwapikia kuna kashamba pale hivyo nyuma. So hata akipika ugali, kama maybe hata wapea proteins, itakuwa tu ugali na sukuma.
Zenye ametoa kwa hiyo shamba yake. Okay.
Yes.
All right. You've mentioned that you run a program whereby you reverse diabetes type 2. Tell us more about this program and how you do it.
Okay. So for the longest time also, diabetes, diagnosed na diabetes, it has always been, when you're diagnosed with diabetes, you have to like take drugs your whole life.
Yeah.
Like watu walikuwa wanapata uko na diabetes, and now unaenda pale kwa hospitali, they put you on insulin or whatever form of medication they put you on. And then from then, people just relax. They don't focus on other means of reducing like studies hazikuwa zimetokea za kutosha, but now with time studies zimetokea that this diabetes, it's something that has developed, so we can actually reverse it. So people have studied how it is developing, so people have come up with ways of reversing it. So how it is reversed, so we are using the Canadian Association of Diabetes. It may come up with a very low carbohydrate diet that is being used to reverse diabetes. So this they have come up with in a focus on things. See, tumesema diabetes type 2 inaoka insulin resistance inakuwa. So how can we increase the sensitivity to insulin? So they have come up with, they have found out that with exercise, mwili yako inakuwa more sensitive to insulin. Alafu na reduce carbohydrates so that you give pancreas less work. Yes, and now eating right.
Okay. Okay, so it's eating the low carbs.
Yes, so in our program, so what we do, for example, you come with diabetes, so we assess your needs, so we balance your needs. So to say you have a caloric need of 2,000. Yes, so we look at the low carbs that, so we on your plate, we incorporate low carbohydrates so that we give your insulin less work, and then we produce, now we supply your needs with the other nutrients, the proteins and fats. We balance. Yes, so it's basically we are balancing your needs, and we are putting you on an activity level that is ideal to yourself, so that we increase insulin sensitivity. Yes.
Okay. And are there people out there who've actually recovered from diabetes type 2 using this method?
Yes. Before I started, I did my research. So I have mentors, I have people who are actually working with people who have recovered. So when you are on the program, at first, unaendelea tu na your medication, but now, you know, So with diabetes, when you unaweza hyperglycemic, you can also go to hypoglycemia. Sawa.
Okay.
So we cannot just come from nowhere and just put you on a low carb.
Yeah.
We will risk going to hypoglycemia. So when you come to us, so we first assess you with we put you on a right diet, alafu unaendelea na drugs. So with time, as we continue decreasing on your carbohydrates, pia dawa zina decrease. Juu the expected results after tume decrease carbohydrates zako ni ati sugar zako zitaanza ku level up, zitaanza ku behave. So with time tunaenda tukikutoa on the medication. So there are people who are actually right now living free of medication. Yes. So it is completely reversed. But what people forget is that when you unaweza recover, it can also recur.
So they can actually get a relapse.
Yes, you can actually get into relapse. Because at first, the diabetes you develop, you are living a bad lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
So when you look una practice, unakula vibaya. So if you go back to it, you can always go back to it.
Yeah.
The insensitivity, the resistance can occur again. Yes.
Do you think as young people we give much attention to what we eat as we ought to?
No. No. For example, let me ask you. So yesterday, I want to take it's called 24-hour recall. Like you tell me what you took yesterday from when you woke up to when you slept, and then we assess.
Wow, I'm in the limelight. What did I take? I took ginger and lemon water.
In the morning?
In the morning. Okay. Then I took a smoothie. That was still in the morning. It had bananas, mangoes, apples, and yogurt, and nuts.
How much was it?
A 250 ml cup.
Okay.
Then that was in the morning. I didn't have anything else until dinner at 10. Yes. That is the end of my meal.
Exactly. So youths do not really, we're not, I think it's because of maybe misinformation or convenience or I don't really know. There's no adequate information because you find people are either eating too much or too less or too much too fast.
Oh.
So for example, you find somebody, a comrade tuseme.
Yes.
So they eat in the morning, anaamkia breakfast, enye iko na hizo smoothie. Hiyo smoothie enye iko ama a fruit salad. Ameweka maembe mzima, amekula ndizi 3. You see, so you're giving your body a lot of energy at once. So it will store all of that.
Oh.
The next time unakula, maybe ni saa 7, unakula another heavy meal, enye iko misinformed, like haiko balance, haina balance. So you find unakula carbs tupu. Because fruits, as much as they have other nutrients, they also have some aspect of carbohydrates. They have the carbohydrates in fruit inaitwa fructose. So unaona unakula breakfast, umekula hiyo plate yote ya matunda. Alafu lunch pia unakula hiyo yote. So your body knows, it will know that hii food itapewa ingine maybe usiku. So it will store all of it. That's why you're finding people are increasing weight and they are not eating. Unapatanga kuna mtu atakwambia, anakuja kwangu aki mimi hata sikulangi lakini kilo zangu bado zinaongezeka. Why? Because when you eat too much. It's your plate. When I look at your plate, it's misinformed. Maybe kuna carbs mingi ama
it's not balanced.
It is really not balanced. People are not, in short, youths are not taking note of what they are eating. They're not eating a balanced diet. They're not eating adequately, or they're eating too much too soon. Yeah. So
now on that, what is the best nutrition advice you'd give to them?
The nutrition advice I would give to youth is that let's stop looking at convenience. Let's not doing the quick fix. Let's stop eating
conveniently.
Actually, because I won't be able to, because I don't want to be seen nikibebana na karatasi ya unga na kagunia kaunga nikienda kwa posho mill acha ninunue hostess, because sitaki kukatakata mboga ama sitaki I don't know, just get information. Yeah, ask, tukule balanced diet. So what is a balanced diet? A balanced diet is a diet that contains all the nutrients So for example, there's something we used to teach people with diabetes, inaitwa diabetic plate. So on a diabetic plate, we assume that your plate is round. So half of your plate, it's supposed to be vegetables. Why? Because vegetables, they have fiber, first of all. So fiber ni nyuzi. What are you saying in layman's language? Ni nyuzi. Hizi nyuzi, they will tie nutrients so that your mwili hazitaingia your nini, a lot of sugars tuseme hazitaingia in your blood. Okay. Sawa. So you take half the plate inakuwa vegetables, and then the other half you divide into two. Carbohydrates, and we advise for whole foods. Kama ni ugali, tuache kukula hostel. Tuache kukula hizi vitu very refined for convenience again. So let's try to unatafuta whole foods. Kama ni kitu kama ugali, let's take hizo unga yenye imesagwa. Let's go back to the roots, yeah? The other half, it's supposed to be protein. So you can either choose plant protein or animal protein. Okay. So you take plant protein kama beans, dengu, kamande. Yeah. So your plate should be balanced. Try to balance. It's not even expensive. You know, people think that for me to have a balanced diet, I have to like go buy flaxseed, I buy olive, you know, it's not even that serious. It's the simple things that we have there. If you have kitu kama, if you can access kitu kama nduma, yeah, come boil nduma. Sini 50 bob. I'm talking to the comrades. So kitu kama nduma. So you kuja chemsha nduma, yeah. Haya, lentils you can buy half a kg yenye itaenda for maybe a week, yeah. Nunua lentils, come boil also lentils, na sasa mboga, maybe cabbages, yeah. So see your plate itakuwa complete. Like you put a quarter ya nduma ama ngwashe, and then the other quarter lentils, and then vegetables. See, that's a balanced plate. You're not overworking your pancreas. You will be healthy, first of all, because si kuna carbohydrates, kuna protein, and then kuna vitamins, yeah. So you don't have to go big to be bad, to say at you unakula healthy. That's I think basically what people need to know. It's never about, you know, going all big. Ati sasa unaogopa because you think you're going to buy 200 worth of things. If you don't have money to afford fish, go buy lentils. It has the amino acids. Yeah?
Okay. Every beginning of the year, we have people setting resolutions of being healthier, eating better, but most times this resolution doesn't last longer than January. Why is that? Where exactly do we go wrong?
So, we most of us are victims to that, because hata si kwa lifestyle peke yake, in everything. But I have realized that the problem with us is that we become over ambitious, like too much too soon.
Okay.
For example, you want to lose weight, yeah? So unasema, acha nikule December, January I will be running 5 kilometers, sijui nini. You know, it's not structured. Unajua tu you want to run. So so tuseme January ni Monday. So on Monday you want to run for the 5 kilometers at once.
And
you want to do 20. You want to do 20 push-ups. You want to do so. Automatically your body will get tired, because you cannot take me from 0 to 20. No way you'll do that to me also. So you find that mtu anataka afanye 5 kilometers in a day. So you get tired and you get discouraged, because if you're tired today, kesho asubuhi unaamka bado unasikia muscles zako ziko tight. So you won't want to go ahead with it. But let's be doing small. Like, let's segment our goals.
Okay.
If you want to do exercise, so tuseme unataka kuanza kukimbia, yeah? why don't you start with jogging around your house? Wake up in the morning, jog kwa room yako. Nobody will know. Wake up in the morning, jog in your room. With time, build on that. Yeah, start small. Ukienda uki increase. But ukianga big, you're always not going to end up vizuri. Utatokea tu katikati, and then you stop, and then you say, add the next year.
Yeah.
You know.
So over ambition is the problem, and we need to reduce our goal, like put them in segments. Yeah. And what challenges have you encountered in your career, and how do you handle them?
So the biggest problem in the nutrition career is that there's so much information out there. Everybody wants to wake up in the morning and tell everybody everything. You want, and then people want quick fixes. You see, in nutrition, it is things, vitu zinaendaga pole pole. Kama venye nimekwambia with diabetes, ukikuja kwetu tunakuanzisha pole pole. Like we do your balanced diet at first, and then tunaenda tukireduce pole pole. Yes. So people don't want that. Watu wanataka kitu yenye atapewa leo kenta angidisappear. Anataka kesho amke akiwa na flat tummy. And that cannot work. Yeah? Okay. People, there are quacks out there. People who have influence, people who have like 20K followers on Instagram. Hata akiwaletea modelo hapo kwao mwenye ameshikilia hiyo detox yao, you will believe them. And you want a quick fix. Yes. So that's the problem in nutrition, because there are very many doctors, and there's so much information out there. Mtu anaamka na information yake, and you give, and if you have influence, they will buy it. So you find mtu kaa huyo anakuja kwako later with very many, first of all akona scars kwa roho juu aliambiwa hiyo ni quick fix na akabelieve, so amepewa alafu akadevelop other complications. Tuseme umepewa hizi vitu za kudetox, do you know those things have waste, so your kidney is overworked, inaharibika. So when you are coming to me, haukuji kwangu na diabetes peke yake, unakuja kwangu na diabetes na uko na kidney issues. So you find that management for diabetes and kidney issues kidogo zina contraindicate. Do you find for diabetes we want them to eat whole foods, mtu wa kidney issues tunataka akule the refined ones, ndio tupe mwili kazi kidogo ya kutoa waste. Sasa, so you find huyu mtu anakuja kwako akiwa na complications. Because of what? The misinformation. So the biggest challenge I can say is misinformation. So what I would want is for the government of Kenya. In other countries, kuna regulations kidogo. But in the country, there aren't so many regulations. People are free to just give information. Yeah. So I would want kukuwe na a regulatory mechanism where information is filtered from the people. That would be very much better. Yeah. So for now, I don't have a fix for that. I'm just hoping that in future, the government or the right agencies will come in for us. Yeah.
Okay. So as we wind up, do you have a social media handle whereby people can reach out to you?
Yes, I go by Nutrition by Njoki on Instagram. LinkedIn, it's Njoki Wanyoike. Yes.
Okay. So Nutrition by Njoki.
Yes, on Instagram.
Okay. Thank you so much, Njoki, for honoring us with your presence. It's been such a pleasure having you here. I have learned a lot, and I will definitely apply what I have learned. Yes, thank you. I hope you guys have been able to pick a lesson or two. Her Instagram handle is, remind me again, Nutrition by Njoki. So in case you need a nutritionist to work with you through this healthy living journey, please feel free to reach out to her. And also remember to be keen of what is on your plate. In 2022, we are doing it healthy. Remember to share this video with a family member or a friend, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, keep it TRACKMIND.